The past 21 months haven't been kind to Todd Gurley enthusiasts like me. Dating back to December 17, 2015, Gurley has failed to eclipse 100 yards rushing in 20 straight games, including every game of the 16 season. It became an article of NFL analyst Pride to speak truth to power. Is Todd Gurley even good? And Todd Gurley is too inefficient, and Todd Gurley can't create daylight, and Todd Gurley missed holes. In the face of such skepticism, I felt it necessary to watch a ton of game film this spring and come to Gurley's defense, and here I quote myself: "If the Rams get better around him, I still think Gurley will be great." Week 2 happened not a moment too soon. Against Washington on Sunday, Gurley amassed 88 yards on the ground and 48 via the air, his non-century rushing yard streak endures, but more importantly looked worthy of your affection. The Rams mixed zone and power blocking plays and gave Gurley room to show us what it looks like when he can survey a defense for half a beat, rather than having to evade tacklers the instant he takes a handoff. And it was impressive. I saw all the elements I've always liked about Gurley: hard-charging decisiveness, nimble feet to zig with or against the grain. He's not Barry Sanders, but he's also not Jeremy Hill, patience when needed, and acceleration around the edge. Add in 3 receptions and a highlight reel receiving touchdown featuring an inhuman hurdle at 6'1" and 226 pounds, and it was quite a day. But it was one day. There's been so much chatter about Gurley being bad at football. His name has repeatedly been mentioned in the same breath as Trent Richardson's, that some fantasy football owners may be viewing Sunday's outcome as Gurley's ultimate sell-high moment. The thing is, though, that most people who make this argument are doing it on the basis of statistics. Look at his numbers over the past 20 games. Look at his huge workload and terrible yards per carry! Incidentally, YPC is a terrible stat. Anyone who's watched Gurley play without vengeance in their heart usually comes to the conclusion: sure, not many airbays in history rushed as many times with as little reward as Gurley has done over the past 21 months, but that's because not many airbays in history have had as bad a coach and as bad an offensive line. Gurley has had a poor stuff percentage for his entire Rams career. That was true in his awesome 2015 season as well as his disappointing 2016. What changed last year was a lack of big plays, and there's a reason a frustrated Gurley proclaimed the Rams were running a middle school offense. They were predictable in play calling and formations. They faced stacked boxes when the scoreboard was tight. They ran precious little misdirection to get Gurley in space as a receiver. And they could find neither a quarterback nor a wideout to keep anybody honest. It was as moribund and hopeless a scheme as I can remember. It's already been better in 2017. New coach Sean McVay has emphasized more schematic versatility. Jared Goff has thrown passes from under center more, making draw plays more effective and keeping defenses on their toes. They've run less and thrown more out of two-tay formations. And when they've called zone blocking plays, the offensive linemen have been largely able to get out in front and provide Gurley with cutback lanes. All this is in service of letting Gurley display the thing his boosters have always believed he's had: excellent long speed and above-average quickness for a big back. Things aren't perfect. On Sunday, Gurley was stuffed a couple times, and in Week 1 against the Colts he had a whopping 8 carries that went for 1 yard or fewer. I think the offensive line is better, but new left tackle Andrew Whitworth will be 36 in December and gave up a sack Sunday, and there are times when these guys still can't get out of Gurley's way. The Rams play the 49ers Thursday night, and this column could wind up looking silly, because it's still Goff under center and it's still the same guards and right tackle, and nobody would mistake Los Angeles's attack for the Patriots or Falcons. But I'm encouraged. At his best, Gurley reminds me of Ricky Williams, which is a flattering comparison, indeed. It's nice to know we still can catch glimpses of his unfettered talent, just as it's nice to see the sun after a week of rain. Deep in your heart you knew it was there, but you're relieved nonetheless. More fantasy football analysis from the Post.